room. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the absolutely wonderful Don O'Farrell!
Thank you, Jack. Thank you. How's everybody keeping? We all good?
Can I just open by addressing the scandal that happened in the room with those fucking guards as well? Right? So I want to make this really clear, because what I saw from the back, right, there was a Vanguard, a trainee Vanguard, mounting a trained guard, eating the fucking head off him. And then Jack goes to start the show, what do you work as? And he was like, a guard? And she was like, haha. And then Jack went, what do you work as? And she went, oh fuck. And he drunkenly went, a trainee guard. And then she went, oh fuck! And within one act, she was gone. Now it makes me wonder, did he mishear something this week, right? Because I'm thinking at some stage, his boss went, lad, you've got some Vanguard training this week. And he went, I'll do me best, but I presume they're having sex. I don't know, maybe it's part of the game. I don't know what that is. But speaking of guards, I'm from Crumlin. Do we know where are you from? Terry, Europe. My friends have probably sold you drugs. Fair. So if you don't know Crumlin's known for two things mainly. It's known for a shopping centre.
And Conor McGregor.
You know my set, Jesus. And Conor McGregor. And we knocked the shopping centre down last month, so our stock is pretty fucking low right now, you know? Like, there's a big drug problem in Crumlin. It's mostly me, I will say. Because, like, drugs aren't great. They're bad for you. They're bad for your brain. They're bad for your nose. With a nose as big as mine, you've got some room to play with, I will say, you know. But, you know, I wouldn't recommend them to a friend. I'd sell them. But it's like, because some of my friends, they were drug dealers. They wound up in prison, you know? Like, some of them, because they weren't good at it. Some of them look at it as a high score, I guess, you know? But they went because they wore the drug dealer's uniform. You don't do that. It's perks of the job. Choose your own hours, no uniform required. But every one of them has teeth from Turkey, an Audi A5, and a baby with a name that shouldn't be allowed by the government, you know? There's a woman in the Coombe right now going, this is our daughter, Bacardi Revolut. She's not bouncing the baby, by the way, it's the Coke shakes. Came out £5, 8 ounces. That's what her dad was caught with, £5, 8 ounces. He didn't do it. But the thing is, like, come up with a good story, you know? Like, drive a family van, say you're a speech and drama teacher or some shit, you know? I'm a speech and drama teacher, and it's a weird thing, because like where I'm from, like when I teach kids, or like in posh places, the parents look down on me because I'm from Crumlin. And when I go home to Crumlin, they call me gay and stuff. And I'm like, you're both half right, I don't really know what's going on. But it's strange, it's a weird one, because like I go in to teach the kids, I'll change their names for GDPR purposes. I'm not doing as well in prison as my friends, you know. What are you in for? Selling coke. Stab the lad. I'm Enoch Burke. You know, Speaking of which, what's the deal with that fuck? He's back in prison again. I know, this is...
On the runway.
Dude, for sure.
So, the thing is, like, I think what he does is wrong. I think it's bad. I think it's everything else. Now, I'm going to say I'm wrong here. You need to bear with me. There's someone else I blame. The students at that school. I'm telling you, it will make sense. If that was my school, that lad would have had fucking taco sauce and half a chicken fillet roll across his head, day 2. If he wanted to stand outside that school, he could, but he'd be holding a Guinness World Record for man most chopped in a week. You know what I mean? Like, there's no chance he would have survived. You're a Christian. Who's your favourite angel? Gabriel. Come on, lads. Come on. But it's weird, man. It's weird because I teach these posh kids, and you know, like I teach these triplets, and the triplets ran down the stairs one day. And the mum turned to me and she goes, "It's just so great. It's so great what you're doing with Horatio." They love that. Have you ever noticed the more someone makes in Dublin, the more their face has to end the sentence with? It's so great what you're doing with Horatio and Imogen. and chlamydia. It's wonderful. Especially considering your situation. That wasn't my cock, that was my phone. 1 second. Soft. Anyway. But I turn, I'm like, my situation, what do you mean my situation? She goes, well, I heard you were from Crumlin. Like it's a fucking illness. Like it's like I have a week to live. Like me being a drama teacher from Crumlin is the same as strapping a poem to a Jack Russell and just hooshing it through the class hoping the kids can read. I have vengeance in my heart. I get angry, but what am I going to do to retaliate? Hit the kids?
I think that would.
No. I'm going to teach them some Crumlin lingo, fuck them up long term, you know? So Horatio comes down the stairs, he's like, gee, bro, that was a splendid... There's no streets in Horatio, right? But Imogen comes down the stairs. I go class today, Imogen? Yo, bro, sound, see you next week, yeah? The man's ears prick up like a Doberman on a hunt, you know what I mean? You know, fucking chlamydia is shaking the kid down with a vending machine. Give us enough for the kick, lad. I'll get you back next week. Because it's weird, like the dad is there, and you know, they pay the kid for private school. They think that'll make the kid smart. No. And like the dad looks at me, he's like, our little Horatio, he's going to be the next Taoiseach. I'll tell you, he's going to keep this country afloat. There stands Horatio, fucking barely keeping his head afloat in the situation. Like, Horatio has a housing crisis right now in his own box of Lego. You know what I mean? And that does happen when you eat half the bricks, to be fair. But the blue ones are tasty. What can you do? Look, I'm teaching Horatio poems. You know, when I turn to him, I'm like, what poem are you doing this week, Horatio? And he looks at me and goes, slugs. And I'm like, lad, you've been doing that one for about 3 years. Would you not do slugs? All right, go on ahead, man. Here we go. And there Horatio stands. Slugs, slugs, crawl through grass. Head up, Horatio. Slugs, slugs, crawl through grass. Watching all the Beatles as they... He's 19, by the way. But they pay by the term. You know, what can you do? It's weird, man. It's weird. It's almost like there's a language barrier between me and them, between the working class, the posh and all that. I encountered a language barrier recently. The language of love. I like how you look that way. Good move, sir. Good move. I realised on a date I was vanilla. How fucking embarrassing. Point number one, not only am I vanilla, I'm just frozen milk, you know? And by the end of that date, I was nothing but a milky puddle. And you might think that's how a date should end, but not the way I planned. Because on point number one, right, now this thing, I'm desperate for attention. So I want people to like me, I want to be liked. So this girl turns and she goes, so, like, what are you into? It was the but I turn, I'm like, what am I into? Oh, I don't know, the Guinness here is good. You know what I mean? And she looked and she went, what are you into? Like a fucking detective. Like, none of your fucking shit. And she goes, what are your kinks? And I look at her and I go, oh, you go that way. What about you? And she looks at me and she goes, I've got a breeding kink. Oh, tell me more, tell me more. What's your name? Yeah, the one that went, oh. Sarah. Nice. So can you tell the crowd what a breeding kink is? You're not going to? Cool, go. I'm going to do it anyway, it's fine. But if you had done it, I would have called you a horny bitch. So basically, I looked at her and I went, breeding, is that like choking or whatever else? And she looked at me and she goes, you fucking idiot. What are you, a virgin? Have you had sex before? At that stage I realised I have a humiliation kink. Different story for a different thing. But she looks at me and she goes, no. A breeding kink is, I get off on the idea that you're going to get me pregnant. And I went, oh, fuck off. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, surely a kink is something that's meant to happen, you know, kind of out of the realm of sex. It's sex plus, you know? The whole baby part is what they invented it for, you know? That's the whole thing. The problem is, I said that out loud. So she looks at me and she says, I'm also into knife play. Look, I'm from Crumlin, knives are all business, you know what I mean? So I hear knife play, class. What do we name the kids? Guys, I've been Dan O'Farrell, thank you very much.